Hey guys, I'm Gully. The Guilty Gear Strive closed beta is over. Given the amount of people sharing their point of view, I did not want to make a video that didn't add anything special to the discussion. That's when it hit me. Street Fighter V is nearing the end of its life cycle, and many of its players are looking for the next fighting game to hop on. And guess what? I used to play a lot of SF5, so I'm pretty familiar with the game and what it has to offer. If you're a Street Fighter player and you're wondering if Guilty Gear Strive will satisfy your everlasting fighting game hunger, then this video is for you. Let's get right into it, shall we? Let's first talk about visuals. As you can see, the graphics in this new Guilty Gear installment are amazing. The flashy visual effects, the over-the-top overdrives, and the camera movements keep viewers engaged. If you thought that the graphics in Street Fighter V were not worthy of the Street Fighter franchise, ugh.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
And believe that they could have done a better job at making the matches feel more exciting, then you will like Strive on this department. Next one is the combo system. If you liked how combos worked in Street Fighter V, you're gonna love this game. Normals and command moves can be buffered into one another without too much difficulty, and some combos can be done by linking them just like Street Fighter. Plus, you can further expand your combos thanks to a returning system from previous Guilty Gear games called Roman Cancel. While playing the Guilty Gear Strive beta, it didn't take me more than 30 minutes to get some combos going because of how similar it was. I was even able to improve my combos mid-fight. For instance, Chip, the character I was playing, could launch opponents by hitting 2H, or in other words, crouching heavy slash, and had a command move called Alpha Blade which charged at the opponent and sliced through him. This could be done horizontally as well as diagonally. To be honest, I was having a lot of fun. One of the issues that plague Street Fighter V is how jump attacks are a low-risk, high-reward move. You can do little to punish them, and the attacker could afford to try many times, since as long as he got one combo on you, it was worth it. If you are not a fan of jump attacks in Street Fighter V, then you'll be on a treat. In this game, all characters can punish jump-ins, and boy, they can punish them well. It's very easy to make them think twice before they do them again.
Get him out of here. I could have definitely comboed off that. Get him out of here.
And remember what Street Fighter Pro players say?
Take the throw.
Take the throw.
Take the throw. Let me take the throw. Take the throw. Take the throw. Take the throw.
Well, think again.
Oh my god, you don't block against me. Don't block, son! Not again. Come on, man! I thought I told him in the last game.
I think I can guess the look on your face right now. Your mouth must be wide open by the amount of damage shown on that player's life bar. It is true that in this game moves deal greater damage than in other fighting games, but it's just half of the truth. You see, Guilty Gear has a system called the gut system, which basically reduces damage the closer you are to getting KO'd. The more health you have, the more damage you take, which means that the less health you have left, the less damage you'll take. To put it in a few words, it's basically a one more chance mechanic. It lowers the damage enough so you can get one more save before the round ends. Next up is network environment. If you felt that Capcom could have done so much more with SF5's online features, then you want to listen to this. Let's start little. In Guilty Gear, you can private message players inside the lobby. In SF5, you can't. You can only use predetermined messages. In Guilty Gear, you can check the latest news on the game while waiting for matches, and change your game settings without leaving the lobby. You can customize an avatar and interact with other players using emotes. If the lobby's look is not to your liking, don't worry. Arxes are very open to player criticism, so we will be seeing changes to the lobby next time we get to see the game in action. They already made changes based on player feedback. Suffice to say, online gaming in Guilty Gear will be much more lively and interactive than on Street Fighter V. Expect to make a lot of friends and meet butthurt people as well. And now for the big thing.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
Netcode. If you're a passionate SF5 online warrior despite its shortcomings on netcode, then get ready for this one. Guilty Gear will have full rollback netcode on launch day. I talked about it on another video that you can check out, but basically it's the best current solution for online gaming in fighting games. Matches feel responsive, fun, and most of the time they're hard to distinguish from offline matches played against friends. It's a big moment in fighting game history because Arxis is setting the bar high, and if they execute it well, other fighting game developers will have to compare their products to that standard. Speaking of which, Guilty Gear is not only setting standards in online gaming. If this game's story mode is going to be anything like Exard, you're gonna have to buy some diapers because I'm telling you, you won't be ready for it. Exard's story mode is filled with over-the-top fighting game scenes mixed with intrigue, mystery, and well-timed comedic relief. It unceasingly expands the world's lore and characters develop as the story progresses. If you enjoyed Street Fighter V's cinematic story mode, you should triple that diaper order. I'm not kidding. Guilty Gear's story is on a whole nother level. Don't say I didn't warn you. Last but not least, I would like to talk about microtransaction practices. It's difficult to argue that Street Fighter V is one of the first fighting games to not split the player base by not creating new versions of the same game. Sure, there was Arcade Edition and now Champion Edition, but if you bought the vanilla copy, you can still play against everyone without restrictions. Guilty Gear Xrd followed the previous system where it was necessary to buy updated versions of the game in order to stay in the same page with the community. With games like Killer Instinct and Tekken 7 following the same route as Street Fighter V, and taking into account that DBZF and Grand Blue have only one version of the game, it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that Guilty Gear Strive will follow the same direction, becoming a game that will be updated over the years with DLC characters, skins, and other features like additional story mode chapters. If you made it this far into my video, I congratulate you and thank you for sticking around. Make sure to support my channel by hitting that like button and subscribing. I can't wait to hear more details about this game in the coming future. Catch you on the next video. And remember, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, you're always welcome here.